Before I get started on this video, I just want to reiterate and make clearer some things that I've never really said on video. The first thing is I am putting out a new video every Monday and Friday. For those of you who never seen the captions or noticed that I put a new video out every Monday and Friday. The second thing is when I look down, I'm looking at, the quotes on my phone so that I could read it, and I put it on the screen so that you can read it with me. And that's it. So let's dive into the quote. Maturity comes with maturity. If and when your mind is mature enough, your body will catch up. Because if you try to do it the other way around, you'll just end up being a big baby.
BTSW.
I don't think that this was very deep. I don't think it was complicated or anything like that. But as you may have noticed, I don't always do videos just because somebody said that my quote was too deep. Sometimes I like to talk too, I just want to talk about some of these because there's only so much you could put into a picture, and there's only so much people are willing to read. However, in a video, they would be more inclined to listen to me speak a little bit longer. That much. So this one is one of those where I just want to talk about it, and it is more geared towards young adults, teenagers, because I wrote it with them in mind, and especially for males. Growing facial hair is it's a thing. When you're around that age, 15, 16, 17, usually, statistically, that's when boys tend to grow facial hair. Now, for a lot of us, especially depending on our race and our genes, it might not be that possible, or it might not be that soon. And through no fault of our own, we tend to not act our age because of it. This is just from my personal experience. I feel that perhaps sometimes with facial hair in young boys, they tend to act more mature. They tend to have a certain manliness about them, and manliness in the sense of being an adult, an adult male, not the moral stuff. We could talk about that in another video, but I've realized that the majority of the time, when you yourself in your mental are mature, your body follows suit, and it's the same for females. Even the ones that may believe that their bodies don't seem to be mature, they still carry themselves as if it already is, and then slowly but surely it follows. So what I was suggesting, or blatantly saying in my quote, is that your physical maturity only comes after your mental maturity. So that would mean that until you grow up in your thinking, your body will not mature. You would still grow, everything would get bigger, but if you don't mentally prepare yourself to become an adult, then you would just be a big baby, which is what the end part is saying. People use that phrase big baby when an adult or a grown person is acting in a situation as if a child in that same situation would react. And that comes about when the situation calls for a certain level of maturity that is not possessed by the person that is dealing with the situation. And what I am suggesting in this quote is that if you work on your mental, if you mentally prepare yourself for those kinds of mature situations, then when the situation does arrive, you would be able to better deal with that. And the more you be consistent and mature your mind up, when you are mentally mature and consistently mentally mature, by the time you reach that age of maturity where you should look like a man or look like a woman, you will look like a woman and you will look like a man because you actually are. So maturity, it's one after the other. They don't always come together. You always should work on this and let this follow. So this comes with this. Make sense? Getting it?